Okay, so moving on to like eyes, I'm going to start off with primers. I suppose as they're like the first step in the process of doing your eyes. This is the BH Cosmetics Eye Primer. I still used this and loved it very, very much throughout 2012. I'm finally near the very, very end, and I do think I'm going to repurchase a couple of them once I finish it off, because I just think it's fantastic. It's very like the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, but it's less pink. I prefer the tone of this. I can't remember the price, but I don't think it was that expensive, and yeah, there was very little in the pot, but it lasted me like the whole year. I loved it, so I will be repurchasing that. I was sent the Sedona Lace Stick It To 'Em primer there throughout the year as well, and I think it's a brilliant, brilliant primer. Really good for grabbing onto product for anyone who wants very, very bright, or just for wants their eyeshadow to really, really show up and to be really like punchy and opaque and all that kind of stuff on the eye. This is a brilliant, brilliant product. And then also, of course, the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden. I have the other one as well, but I prefer this one because it's tinted. I had one of the smaller little sample pots, which I finished recently when I was down in Limerick recently. I picked up the bigger pot, which is brilliant for the kit, and this I just love it. I often just use it on the eyelid by itself, even without eyeshadow over it, because I love the colour of it and how it just takes away redness and the kind of veiny look and stuff like that on the lid. So that's brilliant. Yeah, so those are the primers. Then for eyebrows, definitely this Catrice Eyebrow Stylist. I have a few different colours because I got a couple from my kit, but the one that I kind of been using is the Date with Ashton and number 20, and this comes with a spoolie on one side. I think it's only like €4 or €5. It's a brilliant inexpensive product, maybe even €3, very inexpensive. And then you've got your pencil on the other side, but it just works amazingly. It's one of the best eyebrow pencils I've ever used, and I just love the spoolie on the end. It's just so handy. Then for kind of eyebrow powder, it would be this Sleek Brow Kit. I have the colour Light, or the Light Brow Kit, and it did come with a little tweezers and a little brush. The brush was fine, it's just a little bit too small and fiddly, and I think I lost it. The tweezers were grand. They're very, very stiff and a little bit hard to use, but they'd be great in an emergency. I just love the colours of this. I prefer lighter colours for my eyebrows. I actually have a very light colour for my eyebrows. It's Naked from the Naked palette of Urban Decay, but it still darkens my eyebrows enough. And then I really love the slightly darker gel that comes with this, or wax, because it's brilliant for taming the tail particularly of my eyebrows. So this was a clear favourite of mine throughout 2012. And then this Catrice Lash Brow Designer. I got this towards the second half of the year of 2012, but this, I just haven't bothered purchasing any other clear brow gels or like clear mascaras for my brows, because this is brilliant, particularly because obviously the price point, but also the brush, if you can see it there up against my hair. This way it looks like a normal spoolie, but like that way it's like an actual like brush, or like, yeah, how would you, like a toothbrush kind of. So it's brilliant for working through your brow hairs, especially if you have slightly thicker brows like myself. So that was a wonder product of mine. For mascaras, my two clear favourites were, one, the False Lashes Extreme Black. I fell in love with this. I had the false lashes, like the normal false lashes as well. Didn't love it as much. The formula for me just wasn't amazing. And then I tried the False Lashes Extreme Black, and it just blew the other one out of the water. This is brilliant, and I love, like, the packaging itself is just gorgeous. Really, really kind of vintagey looking and pretty and just girly. And then the wand itself is like not particularly anything overly exciting, but the formula is amazing, and it just goes on beautifully and gives really, really dramatic without being like silly looking lashes. For drugstore, it would be my Max Factor Masterpiece Mascara. The Masterpiece Max I do prefer a little bit more. It's kind of like a slightly deeper, like denser formula, and it's like a bit blacker. But both of these I absolutely love. I'm using the normal Masterpiece at the moment, and I absolutely love it. Then for eyeliners, I went back to this. I can't remember where I got this. I think Heather might have sent it to me. I can't really remember, but it's the Tar like gel eyeliner by Annabelle Studios, the smudge paint, and this comes with a little brush on the top and then a little bit of gel eyeliner in there. It is just the blackest, softest, just loveliest gel eyeliner ever. I really, really loved it. I just kept going back to it, and I used it in a lot of tutorials I think through the year as well. Really, really highly recommend that if you can get your hands on it. It's not here in Ireland, but anyone in the States I'm sure can get their hands on it. I went back to my Maybelline gel eyeliner a lot as well. This is the Eye Studio Lasting Drama Eye Gel. This is brilliant for the price. It's quite inexpensive. It's a drugstore one as well, and the packaging and everything is great. It kind of reminds me of the Bobbi Brown packaging. And of course the Inglot gel eyeliner was one that I fell in love with, especially hand in hand with the Duraline by Inglot, because this kind of softens it if it gets a little bit too hard or whatever, and you can get just the most smooth line. So I would recommend anyone to get the Duraline by Inglot. It is a brilliant activator for any gel eyeliner, not even just the Inglot one. For eyeshadows then, my favourite highlighter that I just always go back to, and I use it on all over my face, not just on my eyes, is the Bourjois Ombre Paupier number 8, and this is a beautiful, just gorgeous, creamy, like a beigey, it's called beige rose I think, so it's like a beige creamy highlighter. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've used this in umpteen videos, so it won't be news to anyone. For kind of bridal work throughout the year, I have to say I used my Naked palette a lot on clients, and it was a clear, like it was really popular with a lot of my bridal parties as well. So many people were like, where is it, where do you get it, who does it? Many of them took down the name of it and they said they wanted to get it themselves, and it was just a godsend for me as a makeup artist and on myself as well throughout the year. So this is one that I really loved. I think I do want to pick up the Naked palette too, and the New Basics one if I can get around to it, because they're brilliant for any professional kit. I fell in love again with some of my MAC eyeshadows throughout the year. I put my favourite kind of purpley ones into this palette. They mightn't look anything particularly special there, but these are ones that I use all the time, myself particularly because of the green eyes, but also on clients. Quarry is just, kind of looks a bit there, it's just like a light kind of yogurty, like kind of slightly mauvey taupe colour, but it is beautiful for buffing out and blowing out eyeshadows. I use this a lot on older ladies as well. So same with this one here, Shale, which is like a kind of a, actually it was really funny, a client the last day described this as a donkey kind of colour, like a grapey kind of grey, like a purpley grey, but it has a beautiful like kind of sheen to it. I have Fig One, which is one of my favourite matte purples, and then Sketch, which is one of my favourite dark like crease colours. I absolutely love that, and I use that in a lot of tutorials as well. As an all over brand, I'm going to have to say my Inglot eyeshadows again. My collection has grown and I want to get more. I want to get a lot more. So I now have, is it 7 of the big palettes and then one of the small kind of 5. So I think if I had to choose one brand to stick with forever and ever and ever when it came to eyeshadow, and I had to, with a gun to my head, choose what brand it would definitely be Inglot. So that's that guy. And then, okay, what am I missing out on? For eyeliners, it would be my MAC ones. So my Feline by MAC, this is one of my many nubs. It's just the blackest, loveliest, smudgiest, dark coal eyeliner. I absolutely adore this. And then Bourjois is a very second close for eyeliner as well, for a lot of their eyeliners actually, but this black one here on the kohl and contour shadow and light one is just as good as Feline, and it's a little bit less expensive. And then it also comes with this fantastic white, which is just as good as the MAC Fascinating on the other side, so that's a brilliant one if anyone can get their hands on it, and it's a very long lasting one. Also what I used a lot throughout the year would be Teddy by MAC. That's like a lovely kind of coppery one. I don't know where mine is, but yeah, I use that a lot. Because I had my braces on throughout most of the year, I didn't use too many lipsticks and stuff like that, so I didn't really feel like I could add them in here. So first of all, for lip like kind of conditioning products, I have my Vichy Aquilia Thermal lip balm. I'm on my third one of these I think, and I have about 3 of them scattered all around the house. It's just the nicest lip balm. It doesn't like sting me at all, and I just love the way it feels. It's just a lip balm. It's like €4 or something like that, and I get it free with one of my Vichy balm face balms. And then also the Prep and Prime lip primer by MAC is brilliant for keeping colour on the lips, for grabbing onto like lip colour, lip pencil and lipstick and stuff like that. That's about €16 here in Ireland, but I'd highly recommend anyone get it, anyone who wears lipstick anyhow. Because I didn't wear too much lipsticks throughout the year, I wasn't wearing a lot of colour either. I wasn't wearing like a lot of red or anything like that because it used to transfer onto the elastics of my braces. So I stayed quite neutral when I did use colour, and it was Boldly Bare by MAC or Subculture. Those two are like very, very neutral colours. And also this Staunchly Stylish, let's try that again, Staunchly Stylish lip pencil. It's the Pro Longwear lip pencil by MAC. This is again kind of nudey, well, it's more neutral rather than nude. It's like a rosy kind of browny colour, but it's lovely on the lips, and I use that a lot on brides as well. And then because I was usually just going with a little bit of gloss over or conditioner over my lip liners, it was this Sleek Makeup Pout Polish. I use this loads throughout the year, and you can see that there. It got a lot of love, and that's what I was popping on my lips loads. Now since I got the braces off, I've been wearing a lot more colour and stuff like that, but those were the main ones that I used. I think that's it for makeup. Like nails now, I have a lot of nail varnishes, but the ones that I really enjoyed, and I got a good few of them throughout the year, were these Max Factor nail effects nail polishes. I just love them because I tend to never finish off a nail polish anyhow, because I just don't really know. Well, I do wear nail polishes, but I'll wear the same polish for like a week until it like chips to hell and I have to take it off. So I wouldn't be overly nail proud, but I really like these small guys, and the fact that there's not a huge amount in them, because then I don't feel like I'm going to waste them, because I do end up throwing away a lot of my bigger nail polishes. But I really like these, and there's loads in the range. I've done a couple of blog posts on these. Really liked some of the colours in these, really, especially the purples, as you can see there. For brushes, as a brand in general, the Real Techniques brushes just blew everything out of the water, as most other YouTubers seem to be saying as well. And like three of my favourite brushes would be, first, this is the contour brush. This comes in the core set, I believe, or one of those sets. I think it's the core set. So this one I use for contouring, for highlighting, for blush, even just for adding a bit of powder. It's a beautiful brush. It's also brilliant for applying mineral makeup. And because it's synthetic, and you can use it for normal liquid foundation if you want. This Expert Face brush I fell in love with. This is what I usually use to apply my Vichy mineral makeup. I love the coverage I get from it when I use that, and it's just a fantastic brush. I have a couple of them now, and I probably will get more just for my kit. This is one I use most of the time for my liquid foundation. It's the stippling brush. This is one of the standalone ones, so it does stand. It has a wider bottom, so it'll actually stand if it's on a flat surface by itself. I love this. It's another brilliant brush. It's kind of like the MAC 130. I think it's the 130 by MAC. It's like their short little stumpy duo fiber one, but this one is kind of a bit bigger, so you get better coverage with it, or easier coverage. So Sigma and Sedona Lace are two brands that I love for affordable but brilliant brushes. I'd say my most used brush throughout the year was this Sedona Lace EB13. I think this is from the Vortex collection, which is the one that was designed by Makeup by Ren from here on YouTube. And this, the only reason I won't use this is if it's dirty and I have to use something else and I don't have time to clean it. I adore this brush for concealer. It is the best concealer brush I've ever used. Just the dome shape, the fact that it's synthetic, I just get the best coverage from it. I nearly buy 10 of them just to make sure that I have enough forever and ever. And then some of the like Sigma makeup brushes, of course, they have their flat top kabukis, the round top kabuki, all those kind of ones. Absolutely brilliant. I use them constantly throughout the year, as well as the Sedona Lace equivalents. So these have names. So this is like the 928, which is like their flat top kabuki, but just as good. Brilliant products, brilliant for applying any kind of cream, liquid powder products, whatever. For beauty tools, I'd say my two absolute winners would be, funnily enough, this overtook my Tweezerman tweezers for the year, and that's only because my other two Tweezermans need sharpening and I haven't gotten around to do it yet. So this is my Pylons. Yeah, my Pylons, P-Y-L-O-N-E-S tweezers. I think this is going to need sharpening sometime soon, because I was given this for my birthday in March and it's worked perfectly up until now, but it's starting to blunt a tiny bit. or just, maybe not blunt, but it's not as amazing as the first was. So, but I still love this. Brilliant, brilliant, and I think it's more affordable than the Tweezerman as well. And then my Tweezerman eyelash curlers. This again would be one of my desert island products. This is amazing. I don't bother with any other of the like lash curlers anymore. I've thrown away a couple other branded ones, and this one is just the best. It really cares for your lashes, as in like I've never had any breakage with it, and it doesn't pull out lashes. The individual pads will last for ages. I think I nearly got a year out of the first pad before I had to redo it, so, or at least a good 9 months. So they are brilliant and really durable and a little bit pricey, but worth it. And then my final product of the year quickly is this at home microdermabrasion thingy-majiggy, the PMD. This was sent to me a few months ago now, and I did do a review on it. I had been using it religiously for like the first couple of months I got it, and then I kind of stopped over Christmas more just out of like not having time and always constantly rushing out the door and stuff like that, and I found my skin did suffer. I did see a decline in the fabulousness of my skin when I stopped using this, so this is something I think I'm going to be going back to religiously, and I loved the finish I got, or the results I got from this. Thought that my skin benefited immensely from it. Even though this was sent to me for review, I don't care. I still absolutely love it. It was definitely one of the best beauty kind of products, electrical beauty products anyhow, that I got, or that I've ever really gotten on YouTube, and it's one that I have found, say, most benefits out of. And then 2 hair products quickly would be this Hair Mania Bye Bye Split Ends. I've showed this before in favourite videos, but this is what I love as a really lightweight serum to take away dryness, especially in my bleached part. Not that I've any on today, but it's just a really, really lovely lightweight serum, and has a beautiful smell to it, or scent to it. And then also this Lee Stafford Spray Shine Head Non-Greasy Shine Sexy Hair in a Can. That guy. So it gives the most beautiful shine to your hair. You have to be careful not to spray too much, or else it can make your hair greasy. So I'd nearly spray it up in the air and then walk into the kind of mist that comes down, and it gives the most beautiful finish. So they are my favourites for 2012. I'm looking forward to trying out loads of more products, and to rediscovering plenty of old products as well in 2013, and coming up with my new favourites for next year. So I hope this is enjoyable anyhow, and I'll chat to you all really soon for another video. So long, guys.